What is up, guys? In today's video we have a brand new content update in Fortnite. So we have a few items getting added to the game and a few items being removed from the game in today's update. As always, if you guys do find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the new heavy shotgun being added. So the heavy shotgun was unvaulted, and for a lot of you this is going to be a new weapon because I know a lot of my viewers came into the game with 0 build, and the last time it was in the game was Chapter 3 Season 1, and it was actually vaulted in the same update that added 0 build, and I always thought this weapon would be an interesting item to use in 0 build. And if you played the game early in Chapter 1, when the heavy shotgun was in the game, the heavy was reworked at the start of Chapter 3, and it's completely different from how it was during Chapter 1. So now this heavy shotgun shoots a slug, a single bullet. So it's basically like a normal weapon in Fortnite. You shoot that bullet and then you get damage to the opponent whether or not you hit that bullet. Whereas shotguns typically in Fortnite and most games shoot a spread of pellets and then you get damage on the opponent based on how many pellets you hit. So when you have those low damage shotgun shots, it's because you didn't hit very many pellets. But with the heavy, it's all or nothing. It does have very good damage in range. The white heavy will hit for 83 to the body and 145 to the head, while the gold heavy hits for 101 to the body and 177 to the head. But like I said, it's all or nothing. You're either getting that damage or you're getting nothing. It's exactly like when you shoot your AR or your pistol, you either hit the bullet or you don't. And that makes it somewhat inconvenient to use, because part of what made shotguns really easy to use in close range was that you could just always hip fire because the pellets just kind of disperse amongst your crosshair. So as long as your crosshair is on the opponent to some extent, you're going to get some amount of damage on the opponent, right? But with the heavy shotgun, you either hit the bullet and you get all of your damage, or you miss and you get none of your damage. And that can really stink, because I feel like we've all been in those situations where your shotgun is hitting for an underwhelming amount of damage, let's just say 60 or so, but you're still able to kind of chip the opponent down over the course of that fight and win it. Even with the thunder shotgun, if you hit like 60, swap to your pistol, hit a few shots, swap back to the shotgun, hit another 60, and then swap to the pistol again, you're probably going to finish them on that like second swap. Whereas with the heavy, if you have 2 bad shots and you don't hit, that's 0 damage in that time. So it's kind of weird because it counters, like shotguns are naturally kind of inconsistent at times in Fortnite because of the pellets, whereas the heavy is very consistent from a damage perspective. It's just inconsistent whether or not you're going to get that damage because hip firing it is kind of questionable. So aiming is definitely preferred with the heavy shotgun, but that makes it really inconvenient to use in awkward scenarios. You know, if you're trying to hammer on somebody and then swap to your shotgun and then shoot them while you're like kind of getting close to them from the sky, the heavy isn't really that good at that compared to the thunder shotgun. And then if you have someone trying to hammer away from you or sprint away from you or just any sort of mobility away from you, the heavy shotgun is also not that great. I feel like it's really bad at dealing with awkward scenarios, and those awkward scenarios are kind of where you want your shotgun to thrive, you know? And I feel like there's a lot of those awkward scenarios this season just because of the amount of mobility that's in the game. So you definitely want to be in situations where you can aim in with the heavy to maximize your chance to hit your pellet or your shot. I'm decently sure that when you hip fire the heavy shotgun, the bullet always goes where the dot is. That's what it seemed like it was to me in early Chapter 3 when it was in the game. It just seemed like more often than not, if my dot was on the opponent, I hit the shot, and if it wasn't, I didn't. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's just my feeling for the weapon when it was in the game in the past. But you're going to want to aim in with this weapon if you have the opportunity to. I still prefer the thunder shotgun. I think the thunder shotgun is the best shotgun in the game right now, but the heavy is very satisfying to use, and it is very rewarding to use when you do get those, like if you get a headshot with this weapon, you are hitting hard and you're probably going to kill the opponent because of it. Or if you're able to chip those shots at medium range, I do think for like a more passive play style, the heavy shotgun probably could be good. You know, if you're someone who likes kind of playing back behind cover and just constantly jiggle peeking or whatever, and you really don't like committing to a fight that hard. Like I say passive playstyle, but I don't necessarily mean campy. But like, you know, if you're someone who likes to play more safe during a fight at all times, the heavy shotgun could maybe work for you. But for my playstyle, how I like to use the shotgun, the thunder is just much preferred because, you know, if you've seen any of my videos, I've talked about this a bunch. I like getting opening AR tags on people and then flying at them with the hammer and then shotgunning them and then swapping to my pistol and spraying and back to the shotgun. And, you know, making the fight very complicated for the opponent. And if you have that happen to you, if you get shot and then engaged on and you're using the heavy, I feel like it's just so much easier for the Thunder shotgun or Maven shotgun user to deal with than it is the heavy. So if you're playing against this weapon, if you know your opponent is using it, you want to make that fight awkward and chaotic for them, because that is where that weapon is really just not great to use. Very kind of traditional, like slow paced fights, I think the heavy shotgun is going to be better for, but those fast chaotic fights, which is, you know, going to be when you're using your shotgun the most in Fortnite, I think still favors the Thunder or the Maven. So I don't really see myself using this much, but it could be a good weapon depending on your playstyle and how you like to play the game. It just doesn't really fit with how I want to play the game right now. This update also vaulted the holiday items. So the Sergeant Winter driving around the map throwing presents, the presents themselves have been vaulted from the game, and the snowball launcher has also been vaulted from the game, and the RPG has been brought back into the game. So today's update added the heavy shotgun and the RPG, and it got rid of the present, Sergeant Winter, and the snowball launcher. You could still open your gifts in the lodge and like the pregame menu or whatever. I'm not sure how much longer they're gonna have that, probably until next week. But you can still open your gifts if you haven't already. You probably want to do it sooner rather than later, because I don't know how long that is going to stay. But the winter items are out of the game. We have the heavy shotgun back in the game. I think it is an item that probably a lot of you are going to enjoy. I feel like you're either going to love the heavy or you're going to hate the heavy. There's probably no in between, but I think a lot of people will like the consistency of this weapon, especially if they have a slower playstyle. But I'm going to let the gameplay play out. This is going to be a win. I recently got on stream using the heavy shotgun. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this item, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm so confused right now. He's like up here. Is it big pots? I mean, just like this, I don't know. Like that, and I just did not like anything about how the way this game is going. Like, I would have really liked to have killed that lady without taking much damage, the one over there. Do I have bush warrior this game? I don't think I do, right? Maybe there's heals up here. Wait, I do have splash medic, I think. Or no, I don't. I thought about getting it, but then, like, couldn't find it. I can't hit him because of the tree's tip box. Dude, how much health does that tree have? I should get another ping in 28 seconds, I think. This guy at Excalibur, I want him dead. Alright, GG's. I should not have won that game though. I just got so lucky that he ended up driving into the other player there.